Hey, hello, my friends. Hey, recently somebody asked me about a color printer, so I thought I would just do a video on it here. I've used Epson for many decades, actually, coming from my photography background and stuff like that. We had Epson printers that did large inkjet prints and stuff like that, but I still use Epson today, and the Epson printer that I would recommend. Here's just one to start, and I'll show you some others here in a minute. But the one that you want to get is an EcoTank for sure, because when you start to look at the savings that you can get here from about 1 cent over here in left in that cyan color right there, or magenta color, okay, 1 cent per page versus 20 cents per page. It's a huge difference. Okay, so an eco tank is what it is you buy these ink cartridges. They're about $38 for a set of 4 on Amazon, and versus the individual cartridges, which I still have and am changing here very shortly. Okay, and they're about $137 for a set of 4. Okay, so it's a big difference. Now, obviously, if you print marketing materials yourself, which I highly recommend because it's a great way to control everything versus going in the time it takes you to run to an office supply, and sometimes they're, 5 cents a sheet or 8 cents a sheet or whatever. You can get them for about a penny a piece. And obviously you have the paper cost, which is, tenths of pennies, but you want to have a good quality paper. I mean, you want to have a good quality paper, 20 pound at least. 24 pound is a little bit more of a heavier stock, but I would say experiment with it. Experiment with the better quality papers because you get better results, more vivid colors and stuff like that. But you can see the Eco Tanks come with these little ink bottles, and you fill up the tank. You can see on the right hand side, bottom right corner of the printer, you fill up those tanks there, okay? And so you change cartridges less, and it's just it's amazing how they made it 20 times more efficient, right? And so they're showing 80 cartridges, obviously divided by 4 because there's 4 colors: black, cyan, magenta, and yellow. And they make up every color in the world on the printing side, and then in visual, we're in RGB, red, green, and blue. That you don't need to understand that. But you're saving 90%, So, instead of going out and buying 20 sets of ink, you buy 1 set of ink. And that's where the penny to 20 cents per page comes in play. Of course, the inks are individual cartridges are about $38, and the set of 4s is $38. So when you start to do the math and look at it, it's there. So, you fill the ink up. You can see how you can fill the ink up. You can operate it from your phone, obviously print from your computer. You can print across your network from your iPad and so on once you have everything set up, right? Let me hit this dial across here and see. And it just shows you the printer there. You got a copier on top. Not for sure if this one has a fax in it or not, but that's okay. You don't need that. We don't deal with that anymore. And then your prints just come at the bottom. It's got about you'll find them that have 150 tray capacities, thereabouts, maybe a little bit more sometimes, maybe a little bit less, 100 things. But you can be in full control. You got to go do a presentation today, right? You can just print that up, customize it with their name on it, print it out, and you're ready to go. Okay, so these are just, like you're wasting less time on your ink and others. And so as we scroll down, obviously Shaq is a big proponent of, I think he's their influencer for Epson. He's been with them for quite a long time. And you can read about it, but there's some comparisons also when you go down. So the one you could just search for on Amazon is the EcoTank, Epson EcoTank 3760. And then if you scroll down the bottom, you'll see some comparisons here. So the price, $362. That's pretty inexpensive, all the way up to, here's $492 and $485. And the things you want to just compare the differences. Like, let me look down here. Wireless. Okay, they all have wireless. They all have 2-year warranties on them. This one has a memory slot on it. You may or may not want that to put your card into. I don't deal with that at all. You know, they got this one doesn't have Ethernet connection. You do want that. So that would rule that one out for me. I would have here or these three. So you do process elimination. It's got a little display in the front. It's not a big deal. 150 sheet. Oh, 250 sheet. I like that because it's less, you know, changing your paper and stuff like that, okay? Auto document feeder, yes. Touchscreen, yes. In fact, it has it, but you don't need it, okay? And then it kind of shows the inks here. Let's see. Yeah, $37 for, well, that's a set of three. So I was a little bit off there. So 20, but I think there's a packaging by. Of course, this might be a little bit more. This is 127 milliliters, and this is 70. So I think the pack I looked like all four were 70 milliliters. They do this because you print a little bit more black, you know, because black overlays these colors to make them more dense. Right? So you usually use a little more black in your printing than you do the other colors. So that's why this is 127 milliliters, $20 and 37, $57, you know, well, a lot cheaper than using the other way. And then it kind of just shows you there. So, and you could see they all got 5-star reviews. Epson's really good, you know, about that. And here's, you know, 5-star, 4.5-star reviews, I guess. So anyway, I hope this helps you decide on what printer that you might use to print some of your marketing materials. Thank you.